This production of La Sylphide is following in what's becoming the Louisville Ballet tradition of setting the classics in a new context that's a little bit more relevant for today's audience. It's really important to keep reimagining what these stories mean, what they say, how we say them, so that they can continue to live on for centuries longer. When you consider the story of James and the Sylph, these two characters couldn't be more opposite. There's James with all of his masculinity, his sense of obligation, his duty to marry Effie, his sense of leadership in the family. It's very heavy and grounded and masculine. And then you have the Sylph, who's mythical, airy. They are air sprites, sylphs are, and she's mischievous, she's free. And to contrast those two extremes, the masculine and the feminine, the sense of obligation and the sense of freedom, to echo that in the scenery was my inspiration. So the scenic designs for Act 1 are just that, very heavy, concrete, inspired by Scottish brutalist architecture from the middle of the 20th century. Lots of concrete, quite grey, simple, large, big set pieces to create this sense of groundedness, permanence, and weight. And then in Act 2, it's much more colourful, free, transparent, glowing and light. The costumes for this production take similar inspiration as the scenery. There is a sense of somberness, of weight, of heaviness in the costumes in Act 1, bordering on a little bit of a sense of military too, to keep pushing that sense of duty, that sense of obligation, that sense of responsibility. And then actually for Act 2, we have gone in a different direction than what traditional productions bring to the stage with their sylphs. We're really stripping it back away from that romantic tutu, the long tutu and the bodice, and really making it much more light, much more revealing. We're also steering away from the pink tights this year, but of course they still have wings. Louisville should be so proud of this company, the dancers, the artists, the collaborators, the administrators, the educators, and a ballet like La Sylphide really shows what we're capable of doing. These scenic designs, these costume designs didn't exist before a couple of months ago, and we've created them from scratch to bring this production that nobody else has to our Louisville community, to you all. So I really do hope that you all come and see this show. And beyond that, I hope that you walk away from this show inspired to be creative in your own worlds, because if we can do it, so can you.